Throughout the world, there is only one great Silk Road. Along that timeless road are such magical places as Samarkand, Bukhara, and Khiva, the stuff of legends. In centuries past, traders and warriors traveled by camel and on foot along the Great Silk Road, transporting precious cargo and treasures. Today the Silk Road is open again, but you must know what you're doing, and solo travel is virtually impossible. Istanbul. Here's a city that promises a sense of romance and intrigue. It's a unique place that bridges Asia and Europe. Fishermen who have grown used to the stunning views line the Galata Bridge, hoping to reel in a meal or two. A good starting point for your exploration is the Egyptian Spice Bazaar.
Welcome to Turkey.
Here you'll find colorful heaps of exotic spices, as well as unusual healing potions, health food, and locally produced aphrodisiacs. The fruit market outside the Spice Bazaar is full of luscious color. Any visit to Istanbul would not be complete without at least a short visit to the famous Grand Bazaar. There are literally thousands of shops here, selling everything from brass Aladdin's lamps, amber necklaces, religious icons, leather jackets, ethnic textiles, and every kind of Turkish and Central Asian rug and carpet. You'll have to bargain very hard here to get a good deal. To learn more about the various types of carpets and the techniques used in making these collectible treasures. Here's the Topkapi Palace. It was first built by Mehmet the Conqueror in 1453. Topkapi is a series of grand courtyards, museums, grand gateways, gardens, palace kitchens, baths, ornate entertaining and sleeping chambers, enchanting kiosks, and stunning glazed Iznik tile walls. The highlight for many who see Topkapi are the sumptuous chambers of the infamous harem. Fraught with legend and wild romance, these were ultimately royal family quarters, a place of art, culture, refinement, and finally hedonism. St. Sophia was built by Emperor Justinian of the Roman Empire. It was completed in 548 AD and was known as the greatest Christian church in the world for more than 1,000 years. It's a magical place of tremendous arches and vaulted ceilings. The magnificent dome soars above you and is one of the true architectural marvels of the world. The famous Blue Mosque was commissioned by Sultan Ahmet in 1603 and was constructed with the deliberate intention of rivaling the St. Sophia. This mosque is a triumph of harmony, proportion, and elegance. The name Blue Mosque came from the famous Iznik tiles which line the walls. Sunlight pours in through the stained glass windows, and the domes are painted in graceful arabesques. Next to the Blue Mosque is the Hippodrome, with its obelisk of Theodosius. It was carved in Egypt around 1500 BC and brought back to Constantinople by the Romans in the 4th century AD. From Istanbul, we fly over eastern Turkey on our way to enchanting places few travelers have ever seen. Our journey begins in Turkmenistan. The Turkmen were nomadic, and much of the population still lives in rural areas. Many still dress in traditional costumes and are engaged in the art of carpet making, Central Asia's best open market. It's absolutely one of the best places to purchase authentic handmade Turkmen handicrafts and jewelry. And there are a few camels here and there to remind us how trading goods used to be moved along the old Silk Road. Fantastic opportunities to interact with the friendly locals.
It's an amazing bargains here. Just never seen anything like this anywhere in the world. You spend $100 and then you have a busload of stuff.
Kıyılar moncuk boyuna takınır boynu. Boynu çek. Boyuna takınır.
Hakiki. Şöyle bir şey.
How are you?
We'll also take you to a colorful farmers market in downtown Ashgabat. We leave Turkmenistan and continue to the country of Uzbekistan. Our goal is the ancient and glorious city of Khiva. The capital of this area since the 16th century, it became part of the Soviet Union in 1924. Khiva is an impressive ensemble of fabulous architecture. The Tash Hauli Palace, with its harem, once home to the Khan and his 4 legal wives, and the 9th century Juma Mosque.
There is a door, 150 years old. It is very low, but that door is 30 years old. That is modern. And I show the traditional patterns, please, here. Then I show them. So this pattern we call apple blossom.
Being in old Khiva is like stepping back in time, but Khiva is more than history alone. We'll take you through the wonderful and colorful bazaar where the friendly locals are happy to greet you. Today, Khiva is preserved in its entirety. Essentially, it's a city museum. It's a place of densely packed mosques, tombs, palaces, intriguing alleys, and at least 16 Islamic schools or madrasas. There are turquoise tiles everywhere. And here we ran into this family of Uzbeki folk performers. Tashkovli Palace contains Khiva's most sumptuous interior decoration, full of gorgeous geometrical motif tiles. It's said to have over 150 rooms off 9 courtyards, with high ceilings designed to catch any breeze. Bukhara is perhaps Central Asia's finest example of a preserved Silk Road town. Much of its center is an architectural preserve, hardly touched by the 20th century. You'll enjoy strolling through the streets, past mosques with brilliant floral tile designs. The Miri Arab Madrasa stands opposite the Cologne Mosque, its luminous blue domes in sharp contrast to the surrounding brown. The Cologne minaret, called the Tower of Death. Here are the massive exterior walls of the Ark. It's a royal town within a town. It's Bukhara's oldest structure. The people of Bukhara are delighted to meet you and are happy to pose for pictures. And how much is this?
This is $500. First price.
The incredible tile work facing the Miri Arab Madrasa shimmers in the late afternoon sun. Other typical design elements included monumental arched entrance portals flanked by tapering minarets and exuberant multicolored tile work. We'll guide you through the local farmers market, overflowing with fresh produce of the region, as well as extremely welcoming and friendly people. We continue our tour along the Great Silk Road. Our destination is magical Samarkand. Here is perhaps the most intriguing place on our itinerary, a place name as famous as any on the face of the planet. We'll take you to the stunning mausoleum of Guri Amir. Many of these stunning glazed tiles are still intact after hundreds of years. Our guide also explains that the great Tamerlane, his 2 sons and his 2 grandsons, lie in tombs beneath the incredibly ornate and beautiful dome. The main bazaar of Samarkand is the best live show in town. Here's the colorful and frenetic farmers' market called Siab Market. Here's the famous Registan. This ensemble of majestic madrasas, or schoolhouses, is the centerpiece of the city and one of the most awesome single sites in Central Asia. We also visit the Rudaki Museum to enjoy a dance performance by the young women at the school here. Samarkand has been called many names. The greatest conquerors of all came here: Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan, and Tamerlane. The Uzbeki silk fabrics are extraordinarily colorful and beautiful. We travel to Kyrgyzstan to visit its capital, Bishkek. The Grand Silk Road borders some of the most beautiful mountains in the world. You may be able to get great photos out the window of your plane. At an altitude of 2,500 feet, Bishkek sits at the foothills of the impressive Tian Shan and Pamir mountain ranges. On clear days, the permanently snow-capped mountains loom over the city and provide spectacular views. We visit the foothills of the Tian Shan Mountains. Some of the peaks here in the Tian Shan and Pamir Mountains rise to more than 25,000 feet, some of the highest in the world. Here is an ancient sport still played very seriously by young Kyrgyz men on horseback. They are preparing for a game, a contest really, in which the fastest, strongest, and most clever horseman will win. Rooted in ancient times, these modern young horsemen try to grab a goat, hang on, and keep it away from the others for as long as possible.